What you jump for? What do you jump for? Stupid dummy. Hold on. Let me make sure this shit live. Make sure it's live. And the mic not muted. Oh well. Come on. Online. Here we go. They want to tell me the score. I don't need to know that. God damn. 3, 2, 1. Hopes. Let me switch the camera. Cole Anthony cooking us. Eyes open. Episode number 216 of the Left Hand Labs podcast. Look at Cole Anthony, son. He about to have a double in the first half. He killing, son. He really looked like that's got to be like 9 rebounds. I got the game on right here. My bad. Let me take my glasses off. I know it's Sunday, and the podcast is usually done on Monday, and I do it live, but I'm going to start doing it on Sunday. So, that's tough, Julius. I'm going to start doing it on Sunday. I just made the decision. I don't know why. I got a game. I started playing in the league, and I got a game tomorrow at 8. So, and I got class. So I get home from class. I'm not even gonna get a chance to get home from class and then slide. I might have to just go straight from class to the game. It's gonna be too late, and I'm not. I'd rather just do it. I used to do it on Sundays live. It wasn't live back then, but I'm gonna do it on Sundays from this day forward, and then just release it tomorrow at 12:30. I could do it early in the morning, or not early in the morning, but in the afternoon. But I just don't want to. That feeling when you got like an assignment due. I don't like feeling like that. I feel like and that's how I feel every before the podcast gets done. Like, damn, I got something I got to do. I got to do the podcast. I got to do that, and I got to do this project for school. So I'm gonna do all that shit today. So the podcast first, then I'm gonna do that. And I'm watching the Knicks game live during the joint. Let me tell you something. These are not your dad's Knicks. You feel what I'm saying? It's safe to say that now if you're talking to a kid. These are not your dad's Knicks, because I would be a dad right now. Technically, like I'm of age where that would apply to me. We are a different team, so that's a foul. The new not calling foul rules. It really is changing the game now. It changed the game for real, because now nobody could ill like how. Oh, they did call foul. Okay, players can't ill like how they used to. Like, it used to be a skillful kind of thing. I mean, to get these buckets and stuff like that. It used to be like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put you in a position where you got no choice. Look, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna have to foul me, cause I'm just, I mean, I'm using my skill to put myself in a position. They don't want that no more. Why? I don't know. I saw somebody tweet earlier like, yeah, that's what James Harden has done. He's never gonna be good again because he can't get unlimited free throws. And I'm like, man, okay, we gonna see. Lots of overreactions and lots of craziness going on, but it is what it is. Before we go any further, make sure you follow the podcast on all social media at Shop Heirlooms, ShopHeirlooms, especially on Twitter. We're trying to get mad followers on Twitter. So, I mean, it's light cheese to do a little follow. And make sure y'all rate and review on the iTunes podcast app if you're listening on the iTunes podcast app. And if you're watching on the YouTube or if you or the live stream or whatever, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube and like the video and all of that. You know the usual. We're gonna talk about what's going on in sports. The little recap of is he gonna make it? Nope. Little recap of what's going on in the NFL. Fantasy is looking horrible for me. We lost the Monday Night Miracle. AJ Brown needed one more point. It's It's nothing like I'm on a bye week this week. Maybe we're gonna have a Monday Night Miracle. We'll see what Kamara and DK can do. DK Metcalf, but it's looking bad right now, and there's nothing I could do about that. I put the same team out there that won a championship, plus improvements, and so it's Allen Robinson's fault for real. I shouldn't have been, and it's not his fault. It's just the Bears suck. Matt Nagy sucks. Justin Fields sucks. There's just a lot going on. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about Tua's situation, which is, I mean, we're 1-6, and look at these players, Pitts and Chase and Ellen. We don't have a first round pick. Tua threw 2 picks, but he threw like 4 touchdowns. What do y'all want? I don't know, man. Just bring Deshaun. Well, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about all this kind of stuff in the heartbeat, in the flash. Let's get the what are they called? Let's get the sponsors out the way, and then we can get into this episode. Cause I really want to talk about this Dolphin situation. I really do. If you want, if you have a business or you have anything that you want to get sponsored and shout out on the show, make sure you hit me. You could become an official sponsor of the Left Hand Labs podcast. I mean, just make sure you send a message through, send an email, lefthandlabs@gmail. Ooh, that just rhymes. That's just how I do sometimes. Ooh, more rhymes, but word. Hit me and we could talk numbers. Let's get the sponsors now, though. This podcast is sponsored by Shop Heirlooms Premier Vintage Goods and Memorabilia. You can follow the shop as well as the podcast on all social media at Shop Heirlooms, ShopHeirlooms. Big fall time supply drop coming. Come by. Go check out the gram and you see the new stuff that's being posted, and on Twitter as well. There's a bunch of stuff that's in here that's crazy, and we're going to keep reposting that. And we're also going to get a big fall supply drop. It's on the way. It'll be here before we know it. So come slide to the shop. If you can't make it down to the shop, or if you're not local, you can always go hit the website, www.shopheirlooms.store. Next day shipping on every order, unless you order on Saturday. Post office closed on Sunday, so you gotta wait till Monday. You heard? Okay. Intro music. Look at David Lee, Zach Randolph, Jamal Crawford. I was so sad to see those players go. Intro music right here. Wrong one.
I used to roll me a big fine L and watch a whole lot of basketball and Seinfeld. Aside from my fish scale clientele, there are a few things I know as well as basketball and Seinfeld. 40 carat phrases, 40's parrots. Mimic the style, you get embarrassed. Ditch the filthy habits. In a limousine, every limousine covered in supply fabrics. Still wreaking havoc for them cash that will rob you for your pack. Back when Robert Pack was a maverick who had chicks to give wavy wop. It's not trading cards when I say your shorty gave me tops. Teeth look like chiclets, big and white like Rick Smith's. I'm at my Travis best. The rest is average at best, and this that land bias in its purest form. Word is Bon Jovi, word is Sean. If you don't recognize it, you'll respond. Catch a bigger bullet than George Marathon. Ric Flair with the chops, and they thought he's gonna flop. Finally back on the top. I already made it to the finals playing with Sagana Jock.
Still serve you that Will Perdue. Shout out to Drew always. Eyes open type shit. Okay, here we go. Let me pull this stuff up. Bam, you can see what I'm looking at, right? Okay. I think because ESPN, because I'm logged in, it's going to put us first always. Because this is always up there. Okay, we lose to the Falcons. Falcons are 3-3 now. We're 1-6. 0-3 at home. We were down 2 touchdowns. And Tua, we came back. Our defense was getting stops. Xavier Howard, he makes plays. He made plays. Tua, we finally opened up the offense when we're down and we start throwing the rock around. And Tua was accurate, but he had 2 horrible interceptions, very horrible interceptions. One of them right after we forced a turnover, but we still managed to bring the Falcons suck, but we still managed to bring it all the way back, and we scored. The Falcons had enough time where Kyle Pitts, who had 7 catches for 163 yards, where Kyle Pitts made a crazy catch and to get him in field goal range, and then they drove down, and it is what it is. Now, I'm going to keep it G-real, 110%. These past 2 losses, versus Jacksonville and versus the Falcons, both teams that we should have beat, We could easily we should have won a lot of these games. It wasn't Tua's fault. Now, am I saying that Tua's perfect, that Tua's this, Tua's that? No, not by any stretch. Because he's had bad turnovers, like where it's like, what kind of turnovers are these, Tua? This is just what happens sometimes with him. Some people say he's still a young quarterback. This is new to him, etc., etc. And I understand that, and I can get behind that. Pause. But what we have to do now is put things into perspective. These games, are you telling me if these games we're losing at the end of the game, Deshaun Watson is not when Deshaun Watson got here we go. What did Nell say? He said Dorado always saying it ain't Tua's fault. Nell is just very annoying sometimes. It really is. But from what you've seen from Deshaun Watson, from what you've seen, everybody's seen Deshaun Watson from Clemson on. He's a winner. He go out, he make plays. It's just that's what's missing from the Dolphins, from the Miami Dolphins. Besides our play calling being trash, besides Flores questionable decision making, I'll just leave it at that, because it's a lot you can say about the coaching staff. Greer trading away our first round. All we doing is trading our picks, and it's just a lot of. We're picking the wrong players. Austin Jackson sucks. We picked Noah Igbenogany in the first at the end of the first round. We could have picked Najee Harris. Not Najee Harris. I forgot which running back, son. We always make the bad decisions when it comes to picking people. Start Tua the rest of the way in fantasy or place. What is this? It's just a lot of stuff going on, and I think we need a fresh restart. I think at this point, Tua's not. Hey, y'all told me when Tua came, we were going to win these games. We're losing the games. We're not winning. So if Tua's not fixing that, get him out of here. He's throwing picks. If we can get Deshaun Watson, you start there, and everything else will fall. That's one thing you need. You need a quarterback, a franchise quarterback that can go out there and win you games himself, despite his team. And Deshaun Watson was like the third best quarterback in the league last year statistically. And they lost a lot of games, but their team sucked. Our team is way better than the Texans right now. And we got to stop throwing short passes to Jalen Waddle. Like, look at Kyle Pitts and look at Jamar Chase. He had like 20 yards. Did Jamar Chase have 20 yards today? 8 catches, 201 yards and a touchdown. Every game, he either has a touchdown or a 75-plus yard catch. Every game. Tua, nobody's throwing the ball deep to Jalen Waddle. Why? That's what he does. Deshaun Watson, you see what he do with Will Fuller. He let that shit go. And I know that's play calling, but I don't see it with Tua. I just don't see it. I don't see it. He's serviceable right now, but if we get a chance to get a superstar, he want to come play for us, we got to make the trade. I'm sorry. It is what it is. We got to go make this trade. If Flores and Greer and everybody gets fired, I'm fine with it. Whatever. Deshaun Watson, come through. I hope it happens. I really do. If he goes to the Panthers, I don't know what I'm going to say. We're just going to keep losing. It is what it is. I don't care at this point. We don't have a first-round pick. We got to hope the 49ers lose. It's just ridiculous. We get Deshaun Watson. We trade 3 firsts or whatever. I don't care. That's going to be our first-round pick for the next couple years. Nobody we draft in the first round is going to be better than Deshaun Watson. It's just not. I'm sorry. Washington football team lose to the Packers. Who cares? At least they got a quarterback, the Packers. And if Aaron Rodgers want to leave, he want to come to Miami this offseason, woo! The Titans beat the shit out of the Chiefs. I needed A.J. Brown to have 1 touchdown. He had great numbers again, and he turned it up in the second half. I really could have won. I needed the Monday night miracle, and it almost happened. It wasn't A.J. Brown's fault. It was the Bills' fault. McDermott, I don't know why he just didn't kick the field goal and go to overtime. A.J. Brown would have got 1 more catch, but whatever. Patriots put 50 on the Jets. Patriots easily should be 3. Us, so that's 4-3. The against the Bucks, 5-2. And it's another game. It's easily the Patriots. Son, Bill Belichick is the best coach, and it is what it is. I was at this Panthers Giants game with my dad. It was cold as hell. The Panthers benched Sam Darnold. I started him in the bye week. It's just ridiculous what goes on with some of these players. Giants suck and the Panthers suck. Bengals beat the shit out of the Ravens. Yo, that AFC North is a dangerous division, boy. The Bengals 5-2. You get Burrow and you get star receiver along with Higgins and Boyd and Azuma, the tight end now. Man, we got the tight end. We got the receiver. We need a quarterback, and we need an offensive coordinator that's going to open this shit up. And I will get rid of Flores. I really will. Everybody got to go. We making bad decisions. Look at Jamar Chase and Kyle Pitts. Why did you trade from the 3rd pick? Explain that to me. Why would we do that? It's stupid, and that's what we did. Greer got to go because of that. Get Deshaun Watson in here, or you got to go. Eagles, Raiders. Jalen Hurts didn't really ill. The Raiders is doing okay now, 33-22. Who cares? Jalen Hurts, they don't talk about him like you talk about Tua, though. Lions, 0-7. Woo-wee. We could be just with them, though. We could be the same as them. We really could be. At least they're going to get somebody good in the draft. And if I don't make the playoffs in fantasy for the first time in my life, then I will definitely be in a lottery and pray that I get the number 1 pick so I can get somebody to save my team in Dynasty. Because I got to put winning team out. I don't know what the fuck the problem is. Whatever. Texans, Cardinals, you knew this was going to happen. Beat the shit out of them. Zach Ertz, that was a good pickup. Cardinals, they fuck around and win the NFC. We'll see. Bucks blew out the Bears. The Bears suck. And Thursday night game, Browns, Broncos. Noah Fant didn't get the ball. Fantasy is a dog, bro. And who cares? Colts 49ers. Now, hold on. Switch it back to me. Basketball. The Knicks are the Knicks. We beating the shit out of the teams. We beating the Magic right now, but we're not blowing them out this time. I'm excited. We got a lot to be excited about in New York. Ben Simmons still isn't traded. He said his back hurt. This, that, and the third. A lot of stuff going on, but I'm going to tell you this. And you got to listen, and you got to listen good. The New York Knicks, with Mitchell Robinson, with everyone healthy, we are a top 3 seed. We're going to win 50 games. You heard me call it before the season, and you can see what's going on now. I say 50 games is at least 50. I've seen when we won 54. And this team looks better than that team. I'm sorry. It's just what it looks like to me. This team is deep. Pause. Obi Toppin even playing good. I dropped him in fantasy. And hey, he's free. And Rich Rellywell picked him up. Everybody pick up the players I drop. It is what it is. Everybody copies me, whatever I do in fantasy. And it is what it is. All praises due. That's all that tells me. Westbrook not working out with the Lakers. I told y'all Westbrook got to have usage. You can't survive that LeBron playing with LeBron thing. Westbrook has to be on the ball. And every team he's played for, he's played with somebody who was either pass first or super efficient, who allow him to have the ball and still get theirs. And I think I talked about this on last episode, but I'm not sure. And I didn't say whose episode this was. Who is number 16? I can't think of nobody with number 16. Let's just Google that real quick. Number 16 NFL. Because I can't think of nobody in the NBA. Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett will never get an episode after what he did, getting rid of my championship. Tyrell Williams on the Raiders. Nah. Tyler Lockett. Oh, this is the Trevor Lawrence episode. Trevor Lawrence, why did you pick number 16? Or should this be the Jared Goff episode? The Jared Goff? Okay, let's see in the NBA. If y'all could think of somebody that wore number 16, Paul Gasol, that was an obvious one. Peja Stojakovic in Dallas. Damn, why didn't I think of Paul Gasol? This the Peja Stojakovic episode. We're going to go with Peja. Okay, stay tuned. Let's go here so you can see the Jason Burke tweet of the week, and we can get it out of here. If you made it this far, shout out to you for listening. Shout out to me for keeping you entertained. Jason Burke. Jason Burke said, there was another deadly Tesla vehicle crash while it was suspected to be on autopilot, and the technology still has a way to go. Yes. Sometimes it is hard to know what is cheating, and lately the Houston Astros have been arguably doing about whistling to tip pitches. Hey, shout out to the Houston Astros. If I like I might have to pick them as my favorite baseball team because that's they getting back to the World Series again, and people saying they cheated and they finding different ways. I respect that. So this is the Peja Stojakovic episode. Make sure y'all rate and review on the iTunes podcast app. Subscribe to the YouTube, like the video, all that good stuff. And please follow the podcast on Twitter at Shop Heirlooms. And that's it. Till next week. We out of here. Eyes open. I'll drop the episode tomorrow. Throw it up to Mitch. RJ, you don't see Mitch right there? My goodness. Till next week. Oh, good defense. Ooh.